Fisheries resources of the continental shelf. Continental shelf. What is continental shelf? That is, continental shelf is the submerged extension of continental masses at a depth of less than 200 meters has been called continental shelf. That is the extension of the continental masses. It means just in the inshore area, as we gradually enter in the sea, we go. It becomes more deeper, and those areas are called continental shelves. Reed and Wood has defined in this way: submerged extension of continental masses at a depth of less than 200 meters has been called a continental shelf. The area of the continental shelf of India is 2,59,000 square kilometers. 2,59,000 square kilometers, a continental shelf area all along the sea coast. हमारे पास जो sea coast, all along the sea coast, its area is 2,59,000 square kilometers, and most of the fishery resources of the continental shelves are concentrated in the shallow water up to a depth of 20 meters, that is 20 meters, 60 feet, 65 feet up to 20 meters. The fishes of the continental shelf are exploited primarily by a variety of indigenous gears and non-mechanized crafts like dugout canoes, rafts, and small plank-built boats powered by oars and sails. Hence, the fishes of continental shelf the continental shelf means submerged extension of the continental masses inside the sea, and most of the most of the catches are up to 20 meter depth. Factors responsible for the fishery in the continental shelf. The fishery resources of continental shelf. Continental shelf, other definition, simple definition is of continental shelf is land beneath the sea. That is, land beneath the sea. Sea water, it means sea water. Land beneath the sea water, that is called continental shelf. Land, and it depends, the fishery resources depends on a large number of factors like chemical nature of seawater, salt content, nutrient contents, because fish will be found in maximum number where the planktons are available in abundance, in abundance. So, and where nutrient contents that provides the phytoplankton to grow more and more. If that area is not nutrient rich, under that circumstances, nobody will come, no any fish will come there for getting their feed, because the nutrients are not available, and planktons or zooplankton, their number will be less, and with hungry, and the fishes will become hungry, and they will not go there. These factors are related to because seawater, chemical nature of seawater, salt content, nutrient contents are directly related to the plankton production. Plankton, because nutrient contents, as I had narrated just now, new plankton production, fishes depend on feed. Where feed will be available, natural feed in the form of plankton, it will be available, then the fishes will remain there, and they will take their feed and grow, and ultimately and one thing occurs. One thing is important, that is upwelling. Upwelling means mixing of the bottom water with surface water. Upwelling means mixing of the bottom water with the surface water. When the mixing occurs, it means mixing occurs that the mixing occurs that is more productive area, and the area and the slope of the continental shelf together influence its fishery resources. The area and the besides upwelling, the area and the slope of the continental shelf together, area and in how much area the continental shelf, how much area continental shelf is available, and the slope, whether it is more slope or less slope. This is the difference. If the slope is more, and if this slope is more and continental mass remains as a shelf, they go inside the seawater, and gradually this deepens, this gradually increases, depth increases, and it goes more in more areas. They influence fishery resources. The alone of the out of the continental shelf, fisheries alone contributes up to 70 to 80% of the total marine catch. So most of the catches, major bulk, most of the catches are from the shallow area. The ecological fact regarding productivity. Ecological fact. It is an ecological fact that biological productivity means the rate at which planktons are being produced, and those planktons and fishes depend on get their feed, natural feed from the sea by getting plankton. Hence, biological productivity is in shallow water. Phytoplankton grows only because sunlight penetrates, and sunlight penetrates in the shallower area, not in deeper area. It goes up to an extent which is known as, and that area is known as littoral zone, where sunlight penetrates, or euphotic zones, through where sunlight penetrates, because photosynthesis is essential, and with the both photosynthesis, planktons, they produce their feed and grow, reproduce, and provide fish. That zone is sunlight zone. Sunlight goes up to a definite depth in seawater, and where planktons produce their feed. Planktons due to photosynthesis, planktons make their food and survive there. Hence, in shallow water, that is deeper water. And so productivity in shallow water is more than deeper water. In shallow water, number of phytoplanktons will remain more because with the help of the sunlight, the photosynthesis occurs in the upper area, which is also known as pelagic area. So pelagic area, euphotic zone, pelagic area, littoral zone, these are most preferable. And one in the inshore area means just that is on the bank of the sea. Those areas, bank of the sea, when we go inside, that is inshore. And if we go more than that, it is more depth, that is called offshore area. So there is now in this way it goes from and it is also an important fact that in the warmer water, as sunlight penetrates and the upper surface remains warmer than the inner water. So the upper surface in warmer water, it is more productive. More productive means productivity means primary productivity. Primary productivity means rate of production of planktons, rate of plankton production, that is known as primary productivity. So now it goes in this way. Gradually the continental masses goes in this way. It is deeper and deeper, and it is water. This level is water, so it becomes deeper and deeper and deeper, and ultimately it forms a slope. It goes just down. So it is this way, and it becomes slope. That is known as continental slope and continental slope. So up to upper area is pelagic water or euphotic zone or littoral zone, where sunlight penetrates up to that up to a certain depth. Besides, below the euphotic zone or littoral zone, below the sunlight penetration, beyond the sunlight penetration, depth up to 1,000 meter, depth up to 1,000 meter of the sea, that is called bathyal zone, and from 1,000 now up to 2,000, it is called 2,000 meters. It is called abyssal zone. So there are the sunlight penetration that enhances the plankton production, that enhances for getting their food, fishes in different, they come in the inshore areas where they get their feed, natural feed in abundance and grow themselves. So the continental shelf area, ecological condition, first is littoral zone, that is euphotic zone. Up to euphotic means they are being penetrated by sunlight, and hence that zone, the water of that zone becomes warmer, and beyond that euphotic zone, beyond that up to 1,000 meter it is abyssal, up to 1,000 it is bathyal, up to 2,000 meter it is abyssal. So in a continental shelf area, sunlight penetration is more, hence feed production is more, and ultimately this happens, and ultimately most of the catches are from the inshore area. Thank you.